Well, welcome everybody here today. Let me start this off by getting a show of hands. Who here has ever played League of Legends? All right, okay, we got a couple here.
All right, excellent.
Nice. And who here is interested in Dominion? Learning a little bit about it. All right, good. You are in the right room. So yeah, we're here to talk about Dominion today and get a look in kind of behind the scenes at this 9-month project at Riot Games. And what I'm going to do is we're going to go through and ask some questions, find out a little bit more about how Dominion was made, and I'll leave time for Q&A at the end. So let's get started. First, can we go in order and just introduce ourselves, say what you do at Riot Games, and who you are.
Hey everybody, I'm Travis George. I'm the lead producer on League of Legends, and so as I like to joke with Morello, I'm responsible for all the things you like, and he's responsible for all the things you don't like. So that's not true.
Hey, I'm Ryan Scott Morello. I'm the lead champion designer on League of Legends.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey guys, I'm Christopher MacArthur, also known as Lima Beans, and I am a senior gameplay engineer on Dominion.
Why, hello. My name is Richard Huff, also known as Brackar. I'm the lead designer on Dominion.
Hey guys, I'm Mark Norris. I'm producer on Dominion, and I do pretty much whatever Travis tells me to do.
That's also not true.
And I'm Chris Enoch. I'm the marketing director, and I'm the moderator today. All right, let's get started. I've often heard that that projects at Riot start with a goal or an objective. What was the goal of Dominion?
Yeah, so that is true. We actually often set goals. Goals are good, right? So when we sat down and kind of worked on what became Dominion, right, we really wanted to, we took a look around and you know, you guys, our players, have been kind of asking for a new map and kind of a new experience for a long time now. And we sat down and we said, all right, we're gonna do this. We're gonna, you know, we always try to listen and give players what they want. And throughout development, we really kind of started to realize that we didn't want to just make a new map. We didn't want to just make, you know, translate kind of the classic League of Legends MOBA gameplay onto a different layout, right? We actually wanted to go a little bit further and kind of evolve the genre and push things forward a little bit and create not only a new map, but an entirely new experience, right? And that experience ended up what we now know as League of Legends Dominion, and we're really excited about it. Has anybody played Dominion so far? Yeah.
Wow.
You guys awesome. That's awesome. So we'll talk more about it, and you guys can answer more questions, but I think Morello's got a really good analogy about this too.
So one of the big things I think we noticed when we were, what Travis was saying, like, hey, we want to move it into a new direction and kind of evolve the genre instead of offering kind of more of what you already had, is I like to kind of compare it to sports, right? Like, you don't go play football on a round football field and then play football on a square football field, and et cetera. You play football or watch football, and then if you want a different experience, you watch baseball or basketball or something different. And we try to kind of see that as, if we offer a new kind of place to play, we should also offer a new way to play.
Right.
And Richard, were there any objectives for the type of gameplay that you wanted to see on this map?
Well, so League of Legends Dominion is capture and hold gameplay, a new 5v5 map. And capture and hold, you know, fundamentally isn't necessarily like that new genre, right? I remember playing it all the way back in like Battlefield 1942. But it took a lot of effort to figure out how to integrate that capture and hold gameplay into the MOBA genre, right? There haven't really been examples of making it a core tenet of the map. There have been a few instances of layering it on top of like a 3-lane style, but nothing like what we ended up with in Dominion. So starting out with, we really wanted to create a map that was all about aggression, about constant action. We didn't want a map where it would be straightforward to, you know, capture a few points and just sit on them and play really defensively.
That sounds really fun.
Yeah, you know, great.
Sitting around?
Yeah, I love sitting around.
No, never mind.
Just hold, no capture?
Yeah, pretty much. So a lot of work went to figure out how to make the map very fluid, very dynamic, and encourage people to, you know, do those heroic attacks across the map. And that was something we spent a lot of focus on from the very beginning.
Cool. Well, I'd like to also talk a little bit about the art and what the map looks like. And to kick that off, I'd actually like to show you guys, if you'll bear with me, another video. So, Caroline, can we roll that one? This video is going to give you a little bit more of a, we've released it already, but it's a behind-the-scenes look at the art on Dominion.
Dominion map looks fantastic. It's by far and away the best map we've ever made. The entire map feels alive, things are moving, all the capture points are totally differentiated from each other. It's not mirrored like Summoner's Rift and Twisted Treeline.
The look and feel is really trying to create this world that's alive. A lot of the capture points will have landmarks, and each of those landmarks will be in some way slowly moving or animating. For instance, some of the lifts in one of the capture points are going to slowly bring up these minerals and crystals, and you got the windmill slowly churning with all its gears and the magic driving it. We're trying to create kind of a story within a story, pretty much create some kind of production line of these crystals being processed and then turned into a usable source of magic.
Here we have the new map, and what I'm doing is going through and populating some of these islands you see in here and lighting them. And you can adjust the intensity, the radius, and slide them around and you get real-time lighting anywhere you want to go. We have a lot of particles that we're going to be placing that add more life to. For instance, we also have torches and ground fog and things like that. So a lot of things moving around.
The audio team really saw it as a big opportunity to take the music in League of Legends to the next level. We want to kind of keep it in that fantasy vein that really fits, but we want to have an edge to it. We looked at the map and we kind of thought of elements that we could bring in from the world around that you would actually hear and bring it into the music. So when the music's playing, you'll actually hear anvil hits and all these different kind of things that really brings the map to life. We set up an interactive music system so that the music actually responds to the current status of the game and it reacts to what's going on between the two teams. As the teams get closer and closer to victory, the music gets more epic and intense as we kind of build to this final climactic battle. I think that the first time players hear the music in Dominion, they're going to be incredibly excited because it's a whole new big epic experience in League of Legends that we haven't been able to deliver before.
Things look fantastic, but we also really maintained the style that we love and that our players love. It's a massive update, it's really innovative, it's extremely fun, it's very fast-paced. Every strategic capture point is totally different. The background art in the environment is done at a much higher level than we've done before. It has a lot of great detail that enhances the experience, but doesn't detract from the gameplay, and I think our players are going to love it.
I actually had the Dominion music stuck in my head the other morning when I woke up. I didn't realize what it was. I was like, oh yeah, that's the Dominion music.
Now mystery solved?
Yeah.
All right. How did you decide, Travis, what style the Dominion map would be and what art style it would have?
Well, you know, we really arrived at kind of the theme and style and feel of the map the way that we do pretty much everything else, which is very iteratively. You know, so we sat down initially and said, you know, what's a really great theme that we can kind of go after with this map? And, you know, when it kind of turned into Dominion, we, you know, had a bunch of different themes that we actually wanted to do from this kind of subset of, we want to do, you know, in a different environment that we've done before that's not a more natural trees, kind of, you know, rocks, you know, twisted tree line, Summoner's Rift style. We actually wanted to go pretty far different from that just to kind of flex the, you know, the visual style of the game. And, you know, I remember having a lot of conversations with Richard and, you know, and the guys in that video there. And, you know, we drew just a ton of different cityscapes, towns, mining centers, machines, creatures, all kinds of different stuff. And ultimately, we kind of just bubbled up kind of the best ones and kind of the most awesome ones that we actually then focused in on and kind of that theme of the kind of the ruined mining village of Kalamanda that you guys see, you know, is the actual map now. You know, that was just kind of the best and most, the theme that resonated with us most. You know, the color palette looks great but still playable. And, you know, so we really just kind of iterated through that, you know, with this kind of high level direction. We want to do something different in mind.
Yeah, from the